Okay, hi, here we are again. And well, today was a normal day. Um, we had EU with a downtrend here. After creating these lower highs, it started creating higher high. So well, I focused on looking for cells here. We had this cell here, um, but it took that. As you can see, we had nothing relevant here because the relevant liquidity was here, but it took the high. We even had this candle here, but it was already taken, so yeah, nothing relevant here. And then I waited for the relevant the break of structure here on M5, but nothing to the left. Maybe this trade with the Asia midline, but was not really confirmed. And yeah, and then we took the low. The relevant liquidity on H1 was here, so I expected, well, I waited for the break of structure. We had it, and then I waited for the relevant liquidity to be taken on M1. And we took it, but we took this high too. And then I waited for another break of structure on M5. We took the relevant liquidity here. With this engulfing candle, I entered and I had a stop loss. And then I waited for the POY and I entered with engulfing candle. Entered here, which was not really an engulfing candle, the best one was here. And then it went down. On this low, I took break even and partial, but it shouldn't be here because this is nothing relevant. The relevant one was here. So yeah, maybe I would have had a little bit more profit. Then I saw the price taking this and kind of reversing, and I didn't take a partial here, so maybe my mistake. It went to take this relevant liquidity here, and after taking relevant liquidity here, which broke this high, and now it's going to take the relevant liquidity on H1 probably, okay? So yeah, break even, more or less, because I recuperated this loss with this partial, and yeah. Well, I'm gonna show here only $13 up, so yeah. And yeah, this is a challenge, okay? I bought a challenge, so yeah, it's okay. Yeah, GBP. Same here, but now here we are starting to have a downtrend and an uptrend. So after taking this to the left, this was reliability of H1 more or less. We had this low, it wasn't clear, so yeah, I wasn't sure. Then we took this, we created a breakup structure here, taking the reliability on M5, and then we took this reliability here and breaking structure. So yeah, I wasn't sure about the buy, and I didn't enter here. We don't even have an engulfing candle, so yeah, nothing relevant. And then we had this break of structure down here. Well, then we had relevant liquidity here, but was nothing relevant here. Well, it is relevant, but not for the timing, so I didn't look at it. I waited for this relevant liquidity to be taken. Break of structure. I expected this to be taken too, maybe, because this was the high that broke this structure. So maybe here we had relevant liquidity, probably. But we never took that. We had the break of structure here, and I was expecting for this, but it was out of timing. So yeah, my relevant liquidity should have been here, and yeah, engulfing candles, maybe this one. but yeah, this is why it's important maybe to wait for POI, okay, or for breakup structure on M1 too. But well, nothing to take here, out of timing. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this right now. Well, no, that's not necessary. Well, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. USD CHF. Well, we started having a downtrend here. Yeah, this is relevant because we had this breakdown of structure, and this was the reliability on H1. For me, the reliability is up there, really. But as we had this low and up, and maybe here too, okay. This trend line is just to test, okay. I just wanted to see what was happening. And what did I saw? Okay, here I didn't enter here, and I'm going to explain why. I saw this clear relevant liquidity here, like pretty clear. Yeah, we had an uptrend here. I'm gonna take this out. We had a break of structure. We took the relevant liquidity on M5 here. Maybe this one, but I don't care. As you can see, Asia midline liquidity. And then we had a break of structure here to the upside. And I wanted to enter for a buy, but then we took the relevant liquidity here, which I would have loved to see like a reaction here. Well, here I saw this candle, okay, I saw this candle closing, and this one was like here, and I doubted and I didn't enter, but I put the trade here. I placed the trade here, and as you can see, 128 TP because of this. But yeah, for me it's relevant too. So yeah, Asia midline maybe. Nah, I don't really care. It's a good trade, but I don't really care. And then we had a breakup structure here after taking relevant liquidity on H1. That took this. Okay, so that's why for me it's relevant liquidity. Then we took the low again, and we took the high, and then I expected this to be taken and go up, but out of timing, as you can see. Not even an engulfing candle, but yeah, it was really good mitigation. Yeah. USD JPY, the same. We started having a downtrend. Dragon liquidity was only on M5. I thought about this one, but maybe this one or this one are okay too. Okay, I think these ones are more relevant. We had this break here. Why? And this break here. Okay, so for me this was relevant liquidity, and well, we had this break up, and I expected this to be taken, this relevant liquidity on M1, but we took this relevant liquidity on M5 too. That broke this low, this structure. So I saw this, I even put in this POI, but I didn't trade it because I wasn't sure. And then in the afternoon we had the same as USD CHF, but here we took all the lows, okay? So yeah, nothing to trade. S&P, well, this I had this as you would have seen if you have, I don't know how to say. We were having an uptrend here. We broke a structure to the upside, and there was nothing to the left, so I expected to sell, but then we had this sell. And yeah, I wasn't really sure about that, so I didn't trade it, but because we didn't even had the liquidity up here, so yeah, I wasn't sure about that, and I didn't want to trade. And then we had this break of structure here, yeah, and I saw this relevant liquidity, and I marked up this, but there was nothing to the left really. Maybe this low, but nothing relevant, I think. Maybe it was no. So yeah, yeah, just took the liquidity and it was okay. And Russell, same here, we were having an uptrend. We even had this break here, so I expected this to be an SMT. Okay, to be an SMT, let's see on H1. To be an SMT, too big for me. Maybe here, I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Then I saw this breakdown after taking this high. Well, this was relevant as it's in Asia. Then we had this break up. It never took the relevant liquidity, and there was really nothing to the left. And then we had this breakdown, but nothing to the left to here either. And then we went down and had this, but nothing relevant. So yeah, that's it for today, and I'm happy because I took this really confirmed trade and I like it. So this stop loss is okay. Maybe I could have waited for the POI to be mitigated or this high to be taken, but because this high, yeah, no, nothing really. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay for me, and this is it for today.